Welcome back, my ghouls. Yes, I'm rocking a pink beard. We are dyeing my daughter's hair red. She had extra and she wanted to practice. She did my roots. She's getting good. She's getting good. And of course, she gets whatever she wants. She's practicing and that'll eventually go away. So, don't bother me. But welcome back to another JD Reacts Halloween edition. I tried to find stuff to react to. I couldn't. But I did find some kick-ass tier lists. So, that's good. I'm doing a tier list. Let's take a look at it. I got to record my screen. I always forget what buttons it is, because I never remember it's Control Window G or Control Alt G. So just bear with me 1 second. I think that just said something. It's Control Window G. Let's hit the record button. And we are recording. Alright. So we have horror film franchise tier list. We have S all the way through F. Down here at the bottom, we have do not know / don't remember, which is good because look at all these nice horror franchises that we have to go through. There are a couple on here that are not quite horror. People argue if they are or not. When I get to those, I will let you know. So these are what I'm going to rank. Let's start with The Exorcist. Let's go with Exorcist. Going to 8. I'm going to have to give it S tier, man. It still holds to this day, People still make parodies of it. The spinning the head. The masturbation with the crucifix. The vomiting. What is that? Split pea soup? You use split pea soup for the vomit. I never ate split. I can't even talk. Never ate this shit after watching that. That's one of the first horror movies we showed our oldest, and it's what got him hooked to the franchise. The Thing. I love John Carpenter's The Thing. We give it S. It was fantastic. Kurt Russell. One of the most iconic scenes to me in all of horror that really sticks with me is when they're using the defibrillator and they go to get his chest and it just tears open and it stuck with me. Silent Night, Deadly Night. I'm gonna go to here. I watched the kill count recently. I know they have done I think they've done 2 reboots. It's a good I want to say 80s slasher. Not over the top, but typical 80s slasher set around Christmas. Resident Evil. So close. E. It's not really F. I mean, they did hold some stuff for the video game, but other than that, it was just way. Us fans of the Resident Evil video game, if you ask hardcore fans about the movies, they're not good. They don't stick to any of the stuff. I know that Nemesis is in one of them. We have the liquors and the dogs, but it's just not good. However, it is better than the cutscenes from the first Resident Evil game. I will give them that. But other than that, just not. The Fly. That's going up here in S tier. That transition from him becoming the Fly is just nuts. So it is what? Jeff Goldblum. He makes it. See, now I'm like, can't get over the transformation. Teleporter. And when he does, see, this movie is also parodied in a lot of stuff. That's how you know that they really hold ground. When he was doing it, a fly happened to fly in, and it mutated his DNA, and he just started becoming the Fly. But the special effects, I mean, for a movie back then, were just nuts. Like, S tier top stuff. But even for stuff now, I've seen stuff with big movie budget and awful effects. So yeah, Candyman. Let's go with A. Candyman's a great movie. On the lore, if you say his name in the mirror 3 times, hold on, I got a thing. I'm trying to. Okay, never mind. If you say his name 3 times in the mirror, he will show up and kill you with his hook. The lore is that he was a slave, fell in love with his master's wife. He also painted portraits. That's how they fell in love. He was painting her portrait. So they cut off his hand, his painting hand, put a hook on it, and covered him in honey and fed him to bees. There's going to be a new Candyman movie, directed by the outstanding people who have done, Get Out and Us. Oh, fantastic work. This is a franchise, so those movies aren't going to be on here. This is Sleepaway Camp or Blood Camp. Sleep Camp. I think it's crap. I did this earlier, so I know what it is. I think it's Sleepaway Camp. But you can't. Oh, Camp Blood. Never mind. Mixing the either way. Let's go 80. I have never seen it. The Howling, I've never seen either. I know. A bunch of fans are screaming at me. I really should. That is on my list to watch. Maybe I'll look it up and watch it and critique it with one of my horror movie critiques, The Human Centipede. I've never watched it, and I'm not going to, ever. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I'm going to give this a C, only because it's more of a raunchy fun. It's just about giant tomatoes that kill people from outer space. Boogeyman, I've never seen. Friday the 13th. The original. This is a franchise, though. Ranking the Friday the 13th movies is like, yeah, up here. No, down here. Up here. But as a franchise, I'm going to have to... I have to put it up there. It makes me... I don't know, because Candyman's great, too, but this is more iconic. Okay, I'll put it there. Compromise. Lake Placid, put that up there. It's about a killer crocodile. It's awesome. Open Water, I've never seen. No, I have seen. I've seen the first 2. I haven't seen the second one. I think that's Open Water. I'll put it here. There's so many shark movies. Scanners, I think I've seen. I don't remember. Evil Dead, S tier. That one of those movies that were made from nothing. Bruce Campbell and oh crap, now I forgot his name. I am so sorry. They had a budget of nothing. It's shot right here somewhere in Michigan. I think the cabin maybe still be there. I'm not sure. But again, one of those movies that had a low budget and is better than some of these high budget films, man. Oh, the iconic tree raping scene. Just the way they shot the movie. I do enjoy Evil Dead 2 better than the first Evil Dead. It kind of goes back for the Evil Dead. The first one changes it up a little bit and then carries on. The third one is just hilarious. Army of Darkness is really, really good. Terror Tunes, never watched it. Never even heard of it. Scary Movie. Okay, see, come on, man. This is a comedy, not a horror franchise. This is a parody. So as a horror franchise, it's a funny first one. And it just gets done too much F. Wishmasters, I watched all of them, but we'll put that in the middle of the road. It's about jinn. There's a theory, I watched the theory that the Wishmasters movie are different jinns. That's why the continuity don't fit, that there are more than one. And a jinn is a genie, grants wishes, and at the third wish he becomes free, I think. But it's evil, twisted wishes. The Lost Boys. Love this fucking movie. A tier or S tier. Great. That's how vampires. That's OG vampires right there. Not OOG, not Dracula, black and white OG vampires, but better than Twilight for sure. It's about a group of brothers who move into a small town with their grandfather and their mother. Actually takes place around Santa Monica Pier. I've never been there. God, I want to go. Star-studded cast when they're younger. It's just a fantastic vampire movie. Got to watch it. Ginger Snaps. One of the other movies I need to watch. This about werewolves. I think it's about red-headed werewolves. Pair of sisters, I think. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section down below. I've seen it advertised many times. I've never feast. Wow, I am behind. I Spit on Your Grave. I've heard of that one. Never watched it. Phantasm. I've watched it. I don't remember. Nightmare on Elm Street. Another one of those no budget. Wes Craven had no money for this. It was going to be his last, movie if it didn't do well. And it did fantastic. Speaking of that, so Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street both had huge actors in it in their debut role, and they both played people who died. Nightmare on Elm Street is Johnny Depp, and Friday the 13th is Kevin Bacon. Johnny Depp gets, and it's cool too, because Johnny Depp gets eaten by the bed and shot up in one of the most iconic horror scenes ever. The way they did it was they had the room upside down so that gravity sucked the blood from the bed, like it was in a spinning room. Friday the 13th, Kevin Bacon's death scene is awesome too, because he's lying in the bed and Mrs. Voorhees is underneath the bed, and she takes I think she takes a arrow and comes up through the bed and through his neck. Like, iconic scenes. Alien, another great. Basing this off the good movies, because, like, you got Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, and then the newer ones, gross. Beware of the Blob. I've heard of that. I've never seen it. The Omen, I have. Now, see, I'm going to have to, I walked out on the remake. It was so boring, I walked out. I usually don't walk out. Also, we had noisy teenagers, and it just was awful. Critters, man, throwing that up there. One of the movies, yeah, some brush from my hair. One of the movies I still watch to this day. The little demon aliens from outer space that are little balls of hair. They roll up and they spin. They can also collect together and make a bigger one. The Hitchhiker. Ignore my Cloverfield. I watched the first two. First one, I didn't watch the third one yet. I'd give it a B, because the second one was fantastic. I liked it. With John Goodman. Children of the Corn. See, there's one of the franchises that the first movie was good, but the rest, I watched every single one just to watch. But towards the end, it was just awful. Creepshow. My good buddy, the Crypt Keeper. Awesome, dude. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Again, the first movie's good. Other movies, they're awful. Yeah, I know, I'm giving more lenient to Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street because of the, because of the other ones. I wonder if I can pause this because I gotta go pick up my son from practice. And there is a lot of movies to go through. So I'm going to stop this video here. I'm going to... Alright, I'm back. We're gonna finish this. Finish this tier list up here now. That did not work the way I wanted it to. There it goes. Hit the record button. We are recording. Alright. Let's see. Holy cow, so many horror movies. The Brotherhood. Never watched it. The ABCs of Death. Never watched it. Hostel. Good shit. Good shit. I like it. It creeped me out. Blade? It's a horror? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Like an action hero movie to me, but... See, my standards for horror movies are different. The first Blade movie was good, and then... I have to... check her out on roll. Alright, for those who don't know, Blade is a half vampire, half human. He's a comic book hero. The Blade movies were the first, especially the first one, was so good that I didn't even realize it was a comic book movie. Never watched that. The Amityville Horror, another classic. I'll put that down here. Cabin Fever. I've watched the first one. I didn't know it was actual. Oh yeah, that's right. I did watch the sequel. Put that down here. It's about polluted drinking water. Evil Bong. I've watched all of it. It's kind of like my guilty pleasure movie. Anaconda. First one was good. It was okay. The other ones were awful. Then again, I also had a really big crush on J-Lo. Final Destination. That's a good franchise right there. That's a good franchise. Fright Night. Another fantastic movie. Dusk Till Dawn. I'm putting up here only because I'm going to just the original movie. I'm going to forget about the other ones. TV show was good. Ghoulies? I don't remember. Halloween franchise. Again, man. You know, first one, second one, you know, but I did enjoy some of the other ones more than some of the Friday the 13th movies. I do have to say that. I know the continuity gets screwy. There's a cult at one point. Then I think there's 3 different timelines. One where the original Laurie dies. Then there's an offshoot of that where we get Laurie doesn't die, and then she has a son. And okay, with the original timeline, Laurie dies. She has a daughter. Daughter ends up dying. Daughter ends up actually getting pregnated by Michael Myers with the occult. The awesome side of that movie, Paul Rudd is in it. Yeah, so that's cool. But then we get an offshoot of that where Laurie doesn't die, but she doesn't have a daughter. She has a son. That's Halloween H2O with the heartthrob Josh Hartnett. And then we get Halloween Resurrection where Jamie Lee Curtis's character dies. She's died in 2 timelines. And then we get the new movie that comes after the original, which is really good, by the way. Really freaking good. Where Laurie's not dead, but she also has nothing to do with Michael Myers. She's not Michael Myers' sister, like she is in the other 2 timelines. Tremors. If I was just doing the first Tremors movie, it would be up here. However, the franchise as a whole is just garbage. It gets worse, but the first Tremors with Kevin Bacon, that's a good movie. Hellraiser's good. Again, one of those franchises after a while kind of slums down. But the original movie is why it's up this way. The Hills Have Eyes. Good franchise, actually. Child's Play. I'm going to have to put it up here because there's only 2 movies. Really just Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky. Well, other than that, the first 2 Child's Play movies are fantastic. And then we got Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky. And then we got Curse of Chucky. That's fantastic. And then we got Cult of Chucky. That's good. And then we get the new one I'm going to review with the Mark Hamill doing the voice of Chucky. Insidious. Insidious was alright. Just alright. Jaws. Again, first movie, fantastic. But if I'm going to give this based on the franchise, like, I can't put it up there because Jaws 3D exists. Then the Jaws Revenge. We have a shark that hunts down the family. Like, all the movies revolve around the same family from the first movie. But if you stretch it, you can, the first 2 movies have the Brody family, and it has the father in them. And it's in the same location, just 2 different sharks. Okay, I can buy it. Then you get Jaws 3D, which is Jaws Attacks SeaWorld. And then you have Jaws Revenge, which... Jeepers Creepers. That franchise is actually good, even though the director is a piece of shit. Joyride. I've only watched the first one. So I really can't... Maybe I watched the second one. The first one has Paul Walker in it. Juno, I've never seen. I've heard about it. Wrong Turn franchise, that's good. Kind of. Again, I don't know why franchises... Reanimator, I've heard. I don't know why franchises always lose it after, like, the 3rd movie. Like, Creature from the Black Lagoon, that's a classic, but I don't remember it. The Ring, those are good movies. Japanese version is better. The Return of the Living Dead, seen all of those. They're alright. Coldplay, never seen. The Best Case, never seen. The Ginger Dead Man, another freaking another one of these guilty pleasure movies. There's actually Evil Bomb versus the Ginger Dead Man. Carrie, fantastic movie. Sequel wasn't that bad. I mean, wasn't enough to tear the whole franchise. Pumpkinhead. I enjoyed Pumpkinhead. Not a great movie. Pumpkinhead is about you summon the pumpkin to exact revenge. On the first one, the guy's son dies. Mega Shark, never seen. Bunnyman, never seen. Killjoy, never seen. Prom Night, never seen. Night of the Living Dead, another freaking cult classic right there. One Missed Call. I've seen it. I don't remember. Paranormal Activity, garbage. I don't like those. If you're watching my playthrough of the Blair Witch, you know I do not like found footage. I just don't like them. There is no entity you can see, so there is no real danger. It's just found footage. Summer Party Massacre. Again, I seen the kill count for it, but I never watched it. Poltergeist, one of my favorite movie franchises as a kid. I know people are going to disagree. The Cube. I remember the first one, but I didn't know it was a franchise, and the first one was good, actually. Uh, Subspecies. Purge is good. Psycho's good. Psycho's another one of those classics. Puppet Master is another one of my um, guilty pleasures, because after a while, it you know what the thing is. Here's the thing: any real horror fan watching right now is already knows. But what are they called? Full Moon does the Evil Dead, Gingerbread, and Puppet Master. Wreck, never watched. Did watch the kill count for him. Pretty good. Saw, I'm gonna have to give it to him. Saw's a really good movie. Great kills. I just don't like the debate on that he's not a killer. You're kidnapping people and putting them in traps. I know technically he's not pulling the switch, but still. Scream franchise. I love the Scream franchise. And technically it should be lower because some of the movies are good, some of the movies are okay, and some movies are bad. Sharknado I've never watched. I need to, but that would probably, after I watch it would probably be up here in the guilty pleasure. Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs was good. Silence of the Lambs was fantastic. Red Dragon was good. Sleepaway Camp, I never watched it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that is another huge franchise that has like different timelines. I'll put that up there. About a creepy hillbilly. Blair Witch Project, that is going in here, but not because of guilty pleasure, just because. Ugh. Predator, I love Predator. Now I'm just counting the first two movies. Forget everything that came after that. I'm gonna ignore it. The Woman in Black. I think I watched the first one. Troll, another guilty pleasure movie. Urban Legend. I think I only watched the first one, so I'm gonna have to put that down there. Underworld, good franchise. Okay, the first movie is great, and then yeah, I'm gonna put that down there. Hatchet, never seen it. Oh, it's going up here. I fucking love it. Leprechaun, guilty pleasure. VHS. Like I said, if you watch my actually really enjoyed it. If you watch my review on Tales of Halloween, I like VHS. It's about these group of people find these videotapes, and they watch it, and it's got a bunch of killings on it, different stories. I really like that. It's like a bunch of short stories all put together. The Conjuring. This is about a actual real life couple that exists that investigated paranormal activities. I like the Conjuring movies. Zombieland. Zombieland's going up here. I don't read Japanese. Silent Hill. The first one was okay. The second one, I'm going to have to say, was better than the first one. The second Silent Hill movie was much better. Gremlins. If we're strictly talking horror movies, it's not scary. I mean, I love Gremlins as a franchise, but to me, it's a Christmas movie, not a horror movie. I know. And it just, like, okay, I'm going to put it here, but if we were listing Christmas movies, it'd be up here. So just remember that. Just because we're strictly talking horror movies, Gremlins on there. Like, this is horror film franchises. As a horror movie, I wouldn't put it down there. It's more silly. I'd put it right here. No, not D. C. It gets a C. But if it's a Christmas movie, it'd be up here. Like, we're rating Christmas movies. The House on Haunted Hill. That was a good movie. Let me put it here. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I don't remember it. Jack Frost. That's another guilty pleasure movie. Jurassic Park. Again, if we're rating on it just a movie franchise, well, it'd have to be down here somewhere. But as a horror movie franchise, I would put it down here. Like, when I think of Jurassic Park, I think of science fiction, not horror. Piranha. Guilty pleasure movie. Killer Piranhas. Oh my god. Piranha 3DD. So much nudity. So many boobs. Thanksgiving. Another guilty pleasure movie. Oh, my ex-wife. I made her watch it. I'm sorry, Chelsea. My Bloody Valentine. I guess they're counting it because of the original and the remake. Let's go here. It's good. It's about a miner who, I think it's a year later, maybe? Or maybe it's further than that. It's like on the anniversary of the mining cave-in. He goes around killing people. The Descent. That was awesome. Wicked cool movie. A bunch of girls end up going cave diving. They meet some creatures. They end up getting killed. There's a sequel, which says that two of them actually survived. But then in the end, none of them survived. So, I've never seen the Mummy franchise. I enjoyed the Mummy franchise. Brendan Fraser is funny to me. I enjoyed it. Happy Death Day. I need to watch Happy Death Day. Quarantine. I didn't watch either. That is... So, just to be clear, Rec is the Japanese version, and Quarantine is the English version. Sinister, that was good. The first movie was good. Second movie, not so much. The Strangers, I only watched the first one, and it wasn't that good. And they got to say based on a true story. This is why I hate based on a true story. So The Strangers is based on a true story because somebody happened to knock on somebody's door one time and get the wrong house. That's it. I kid you not. Black Christmas. I don't remember. Pet Sematary. Not good. Not awful, but not great either. Ghostbusters. If we're talking about the original Ghostbusters, I love Ghostbusters. It goes up there. Aliens vs. Predator. Not so much. It should have been so much better. A Haunted House? I never even heard of that. 47 Meters Below. That actually got to me because I'll tell you in a minute. So it's about... so the first movie, a group of females go out and they go get in a shark cage and go meet these, go swim with these sharks. The rope ends up breaking. They end up sinking to the bottom. And they end up being attacked by sharks. It's intense because most of the movie's dark, so you don't know what's going on. The second one plays about the same, except for they find a cave. They open this cave up, and there happens to be a blind shark who has been living there. It's good. Confined spaces bother me, and something about sharks. Unfriended. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was, but it actually was really good. That is Internet. These friends get on a chat together, and then the first one's more supernatural, and they all start dying on chat. I've never seen it. Goosebumps. I used to watch Goosebumps. I used to play during Halloween, the month of October. I absolutely love Goosebumps. The Dentist, never seen. The Shining, I guess they're counting Doctor Sleep. However, both were really good. Shining is a cult classic. 28 Days Later, that's an awesome movie. It's a zombie movie. If you haven't watched it, 28 Days Later, and then it's 28 weeks later. Dracula, I've never seen it. And I don't know if that's the... What's the other one? There's 2 Dracula movies. What's the other one called? Bram Stoker's Dracula. I don't think that's what that one is. Never seen it. Birdemic, never seen it, but I heard it's awful. I've seen footage of it. It's awful. House of a Thousand Corpses. These movies are good. It's a Rob Zombie movie. House of a Thousand Corpses. Devil's Rejects, and then 3 from Hell. Wolf Creek, I've heard of it, never seen it. The Boy, I didn't see the sequel, so I can't grade this fairly because the original movie... I was disappointed. I called it. So, spoiler warning. It was like 20 minutes in and now I'm saying spoiler warning. Not to mention all the previous video. I had to stop in between to go pick up my son. However, The Boy is marketed around a doll that was supposed to be supernatural. I called it. It's just a dude living in the fucking walls moving around this doll. I haven't seen the second one though. Creep, never watched it, but I see it's good. Oh, wow. The Babysitter I've seen on the Kill Count, both the Babysitter movies. Hollow Man. I only know of the one with it's pretty good. Kevin Bacon. See No Evil. I'm gonna have to give it. It was good. It was decent. That's the one with Kane in it. And watch both. Grave Encounter, never seen. Dead Souls, never seen. Salem's Lot, never seen. I know. Never seen. Don't Breathe. I thought there was only one Don't Breathe. I thought they were working on it. See, some of these aren't franchise. Jeez, I am Prophecy. Good movie. This is the one about the angels. It's got Christopher Walken in it. I like the Prophecy. Dark Man. Toxic Avenger. It's going up here. Actually, I should put this here under guilty pleasure movies. It is raunchy. It is fun though. It's about a guy who it's a comic book. It's about a guy who gets dumped in toxic waste and he ends up half mutated and he becomes a superhero, but he kills. Never seen. The Invisible. See, I always thought that Hollow Man was the Invisible because I've never seen the Tales from the Hood. Second movie is awful. First movie's good. Great, actually. First movie's really great, so we'll put it there. And never seen. Alright, I am finally done with this. This is my take right here. In S rank, we got the Exorcist Thing, 28 Days Later, Ghostbusters, Fly, Evil Dead, Zombieland, Lost Boys, Nightmare on Elm Street, Dusk Till Dawn, Halloween, Carrie, Night of the Living Dead, Predator, It. I should take Predator out here and put it there. Matter of fact, I should put it right next to Alien. Alright, I said right next to Alien. Alright, that is my take on a horror franchise, and look how many I have not seen. I wonder if I want to take a screenshot of this. See if I can. I'm going to take a screenshot. With that being said, much love, JD. Out.